Hello there. Our brush tonight is going to be my Simpson Duke 2 and Best. I'm going to sit that there to soak a bit. And our razor tonight is still going to be my Wade & Butcher shoulderless with the Koa scales. If you've been keeping track of my last video, I honed this on tried to finishing to use an Arkansas stone, a hard Arkansas stone that I have here as a finisher on this blade, and I did not get the results that I was hoping for, but I changed a couple of things about what I did and went back to the hones on it. We're going to test it out again tonight and see, and I'm going to keep working on this stone until I've completely eliminated the possibility that it's going to do any good, or until I get the results I'm looking for, and then I'll know what to do to repeat that. So the soap tonight is Ogallala's Bay Rum and Sandalwood, and it's just an absolutely lovely scent. Let's go ahead and move on down and start the shave. My lather bowl tonight is a lather bowl that was made by my grandson for me, and really cool. He signed his name on the bottom of it. Just going to be a lovely addition to the den. This is a fantastic scent on this soap. I really love the Bay Rum Sandalwood combination that Ogallala came up with here. Matter of fact, to be quite honest, there were really inexpensive soap like Razor Rock as far as pricing, but they really do, in my opinion, perform really well for the price that they cost. They're just, in my opinion, Ogallala is one of my favorite budget soaps. One of my favorite budget soaps. Just wonderful stuff, in my opinion. And when he made this, he had no clue what a lather bowl was. I told him, look, I want something about 4 or 5 inches wide and about 2 inches deep, made by you. And that's all that I was worried about, is the fact that he made it. And it actually works really cool for like when a short-handled brush like this. Lovely. Alright, we're gonna go with that. But it really does. And like I say, the main reason I love it is because my grandson made it. So let's go back up here and start this shave. What I did, the first time that I honed this blade, I honed it using water and just a bit of liquid soap as a lubricant. And I did about 600 passes because it's a small 4-inch by 2-inch Arkansas stone. And the arcs are slow. They just are. And where it might take 200 or 300 passes on a 2.5-inch by 6-inch wide stone, on a 4 by 2, it's going to take more passes. It just is. That's the law of averages. So I did about 600. Well, I did exactly 600 passes. Here we go. On the Arkansas. By the way, I have a couple of days growth. And that's not bad at all. And the strop and all that. And the shave wasn't all that great. It was definitely a lesser edge than before. With the finishing with lapping film like I normally do. This is actually not a bad shave. It's good and sharp. There's no tugging on the chin or anything like that. Alright, anyway, so what I did this time around, the first time I went with X-Strokes exclusively. What I did this time around is I used, instead of water and a bit of liquid soap, I used mineral oil as a lubricant, and what I did was circles. Followed by X-Strokes. And I didn't count the circles or anything like that. I just did circles over and over, back and forth on that little 4-inch long hone. And then 10 or 20 X-Strokes between sets of circles. And if I had to guess, I did at least 6 or 8 circles, maybe more, or sets of circles. But I would guess that's right around where I did. And this edge is wonderful. It's still not quite as keen as my lapping film finish. But I think if I did a few more sets of circles followed by X-Strokes, that it would come right up to it, because it's really close to it now. There's just a tiny bit of tug on the lower neck, just barely. And yeah, so it's definitely, I think I need a little more water in this, so here, let me add some. It's definitely viable as a finisher. I could definitely finish on this arc, and I will. Let me get some more water. It needs more. I could definitely finish on this arc, and I'm going to continue to play around with the edge a bit. On this Arkansas, I have I believe, I haven't been sent the tracking information yet, but the gentleman that's loaning it to me said as soon as he got it in the mail that he would send the tracking. And there's no big hurry. I appreciate him loaning it to me, and he'll get it to me when he gets it to me. But I should have a caudicle, a small caudicle coming in the mail just to try out for a couple of weeks. So lovely. So I have plenty to play with between the Arkansas and that caudicle. And I'll pick a different razor for the caudicle and play with them side by side. Just see what I can do. But that's lovely. Well, I may try. Well, the first thing I'll do is I'll go back to the Arkansas for 4 or 5 more sets of circles and X strokes. Strop that up and shave that. See what that does. And if it matches or exceeds the sharpness and smoothness, beautiful, of the of my regular routine, then that's where I'll stay. Is I'll just, when I finish with an Archie or with that Archie, I'll make sure I just give it the business. Plenty of circles and X strokes. Lovely, lovely, lovely shave. Fantastic. Psych. And who knows, I may end up getting one of the, not surgical black or translucent, nothing so costly, but you can get some of, I think, what they call true hard Arkansas stones. Excuse me a minute. True hard or true black, or I'm not sure. And they're price-wise, from what I can see, kind of in between the translucent Arkies and the surgical blacks. I may end up getting one of those, a larger stone. I really would. The experiment with this Arkansas, I could shave on that right there the rest of my life. It wouldn't hurt my feelings none. That's a nice, smooth, sharp edge. Like I said, it doesn't quite reach the level of my standard synthetic progression, but this thing on the hanging hair test, it was like a silent slicer. It didn't grab, it didn't pop, there's no sound, you can't even feel the hair, and it just cuts it right off, and you can't even feel it. You can see it, but you can't feel it. So, I mean, it's a really nice sharp edge. So, alright, I'm going to use, this is an Old Spice decanter. It's basically an old ship's lantern. This was made 78 to 80, I think it was. This is Shulton Old Spice in here. Lovely. Alright, that's been the shave. Thanks for watching. And I look forward to sharing my shaving journey with you next time. Bless you. Later.